Hey, welcome back to Dark Sorcery. Uriel Zahriel here. If you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Turn on your notifications so when we upload a video, you'll be notified. You know, we've been discussing a lot about perceptions, or at least I tend to talk about perceptions a lot. The reason why is they give you a new outlook to how to see. Not just from one point of reality, all of reality. Even as a professional artist, not just a professional occultist, it allows you to remove yourself out of yourself. And let's see if I have something here. Well, I don't. But like, if this was the field, like remote viewing, a perception allows you to literally place yourself in the middle of that field and then to look at all things all around it and study it and not just understand it, but seek and attain knowledge from it, from all avenues, as above so below, as within so without. See what I'm saying? This is why I continuously beat like a, I don't know, I just continuously going over this. It's so very, very important. But honestly, and I'm not here to make a political statement or discuss political things. I personally hate that. But we live in some very troubled times, and very troubled times still very much on their ways to come. The only way doesn't matter what we are, we as people, we as occultists. Now when I say we as occultists, I don't mean as in trying to put us in all these little individual boxes of, hey, you're a Satanist. Oh, you're right-hand path. You're LHP. You're Santeria. You're voodoo. I truly, granted, since I came onto this channel, I have waved the Luciferian flag. I honestly do look and practice a lot of Luciferian philosophy. There's a lot of truth and merit to that, at least from my perspective. But I'll be honest with you, in all my 28 years of actual, as a professional, that's not my upbringing in the occult, just my professional years as an occultist. Quite honestly, I come from a smorgasbord of occultist background, of studying literally everything. So I don't really like the idea or concept of being put in a box or saying, oh yeah, I'm this, and then be able to, 2 days or next week or whatever, say, oh yeah, I'm this now, or I'm that tomorrow. This is me. I'm Uriel Zahriel. You either take me or you leave me. What you see is what you get. I don't change. I don't differ. But honestly, where it's at is perceptions. You truly want to seek, knock, and know, and truly get the fuck out of the shit, then honestly, perceptions is what you must know. That applies to every fucking door, key, everything on this fucking planet. Grid, matrix, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Universe, planetoid, asteroid, flat earth, it don't fucking matter. It's a perception. And that's what you guys need to understand. There's no point in arguing about it. Really isn't. All you're doing is wasting valuable time and energy. Your energy. And I just don't care to do that anymore. I would rather much take that time and that energy and meditate and develop a new key to get the fuck out, rather than trying to worry about how to fix a problem that's obviously here to distract us from doing what I just said. Did you just pay attention to that? It's a distraction. They want you so divided and distracted. If you really look at the poster I made, go back, look at it. I'm not going to tip you off, but I want you to really look at it. Look at it. What do you say? Look. You'll see. It's telling you what the fuck's up. But I'm not going to tell you anything. If you look with your right eyes and look within, you'll figure it out. There's your golden nugget. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. There's a time coming, and it's fastly approaching. Instead of using your time to manipulate others, why don't we take the time to manipulate ourselves? Why don't we ever think like this? Why not have that perception? We sit there, I'm not trying to tell or command you to do anything. This is ultimately your path. You might even think I'm fucking crazy. Nor do I give a fuck. However, again, a perception. But your perceptions can lead to your own undoing and your own deceptions. And that is a fact. Because ultimately, your perceptions and how you look at things in your daily life, ultimately, and it's been proven and backed up by honest to God medical science and psychology, it does affect your reality. Honestly, you also see that in tarot reads and rune reads and bone reads and tons of divination. Again, backed by even occult science. So, take it for what it is. It's your path. But ultimately, if you want to change you're going to have to take the time to let go of the ego and the pride and some of the bullshit that you're hanging on to and get back inside of you. You got to love yourself. That balance beam, there's no one world-sided battery anywhere in the cosmos where there's just all fluffy fucking bunnies and unicornness and rainbow freaking sherbet, whatever, all fluffy bunnies everywhere. And there's just also not a reality where there's absolute penetrating endless darkness of nothing. It doesn't exist. Again, a paradigm shift. Even in the blackest of blackest, dark, voidest of holes, there's still something. Proven by science. Even the truest and darkest light, the true light, still has light. It's not what you think. Paradigm shifts, perceptions. Get inside of you. You hold the keys to get yourself out of your own prison. Quit blaming everyone else around you. It's not your beliefs. It's not the books you read. It's not the religion you live. It's you. It's honestly you. That's the truth. How is it that almost every, even an occult past, religious past, as a perception, we share so much commonalities? But you know who fucks it up? It's not the religions. It's the people. That's what fucks it up. Because you know why? Pride, ego, lust, and envy. And power. Again, you want to be free? Get inside of you. Like I said in my last video, the LHP is changing. Literally changing. Leaving human perceptions. If you really look at true Luciferianism and the LHP, it is just that. You have to look within. That's really what it's about. It's not about looking within and make you a living God to bash and beat down the person next to you. What the fuck? That's not what it's about. And I'm probably gonna get a lot of fucking hate for saying that, but I hate to tell you, but that's the fucking truth. That's the fucking truth. The absolute fucking truth. Not many will be bold enough to fucking publicly say that. But it's the damn truth. And you guys need to fucking hear it. How is it that our perceptions and everyone else's perceptions, honestly, we all talk about love, but yet we don't fucking love each other? Like, what the fuck? What about that perception? I'll bitch about it. Because of what? Again, it's not because of the philosophy, folks. It's because of people. We fuck up everything. You need to get inside of you. That's where freedom is. You want out of all this fucking bullshit? Find you. Love you. If you don't love yourself as you truly are, how in the world are you going to love the person next to you, or even that you possibly even remotely married to, or even your own children for that matter, or even your own pet? You're not. That's why you lack empathy. And I'm a PTSD coach. I teach others on this stuff, and I'm telling you straight up, straight the fuck up. That's where it's at. It's where so many people fucking fail. They don't have that. A perception. You need to be focused and grounded in you. You want to make your path strong as hell, be unbreakable, untouchable, as an occultist, a magician, whatever you want to call yourself. You have to get in, you have to do the work. I find it interesting too. We live in a society today. We're all about titles. We really are. Granted, in medieval Europe, that was an era too that was really about titles too. Granted, if you really honestly were of royalty. But honestly, we as practitioners and occultists, at least from my perspective, we've just always been humble servants to either the royalty or to the people. We just had a name. Granted, the spirits, they may give us a name or a title. That doesn't necessarily mean that name or title was given out publicly to everyone. It was always kept secret, private. So keep that in mind. I see this a lot on TikTok. It's pretty much what crowd, if you're watching this, who I'm talking to, because it seems like a lot of people, when they start out in this path, they feel so compelled they have to create some monstrous freaking name for themselves. I've even had a few students myself that honestly, I'm not going to call them out on their names. I just honestly, something that I will publicly announce, if I ever had you as a fellow student, I will never, ever, ever give that information up. Ever. All my students, I tend, honestly, if I call you anything, I always refer to my students as Padawans, because I honestly, personally love Star Wars. It's not an offense or anything. It's just something I do. But I will never release the names of those that honestly I have trained or taught through the years. Those of you truly know who you are. And that's how I operate. But I just do not see a reason or a validity of announcing some crazy wild name with animals and demons, and it just is nonsense. I'm getting off topic. Again, perceptions. But quite honestly, we as practitioners are always growing. We're always changing. In order to stay doing just that and to stay in the flow, and it's been a little while since I've talked about the flow. But again, that flows right into this. It's a perception. But to understand the flow, you have to get within inside you. You have to do the work. You have to know you. you have to get rooted. You have to get grounded. Sometimes it's not about reading the books. It's not. It really is not. Who's to honestly say, really, that those authors are truly and absolutely the final last say and word on those subjects? Truthfully. How many books have you picked up and uttered whatever incantations and spells, whatever, and something honestly happened? Again, perceptions. Granted, we could debate and as to the whys and the hows of all this and why something did or did not happen. Because this is what every occultist does. Because honestly, there is usually reasons. We're human beings surrounded by infinite things around us. And sometimes some things just don't react very well with us at all. Beknownst to things we may or may not understand due to our perceptions again, a later day that may be revealed to us as to the why. Sometimes perceptions and how they lead to our own undoings personally. And even when I was really, really young as a practitioner, I even personally fell victim with this myself, picking up books and expecting instant, results with things. And I learned really quick that it doesn't work like that at all. But it made me dig. It gave me a hunger. But it also taught me a lot of other things. And that's not to give up. It also gave me a yearning to truly, truly keep knocking and agonizing, keep truly seeking and seeking until I literally got the answer. And I developed a one-on-one true relationship with those that I sought a relationship with. Sometimes these entities, honestly, truly only work through perceptions and synchronicities. They really do. It's not like, for instance, so many of people think that our realm of magical purpose, because we've all been brought up with the whole biblical paradigm of, oh, well, if this happens, we're going to hear it from the heavens. Oh, it's God, or oh, it's Satan, or oh, it's the devil, or oh, it's Beelzebub, or oh, it's Samael, or oh, it's not like that. It really is not like that. Many of these beings, quite honestly, they talk to you within. This is why it's so important to know thyself, to even know what your personal higher self sounds like. That's a thing. Many occultists I talk to, they're not even aware of that. They're not. This is why you must know yourself. Know thyself. Love thyself. It doesn't apply fully just to another human being. It applies to them, the infinite, the entities themselves. How are you going to recognize them if you cannot even recognize your higher self? I ask you this. How? How? Seriously, how? Are you just making up shit? Seriously. I ask you. You know, many people have some good stories. And a lot of us, really like to play along. True story. Do it well too. But in the end, the joke's on you. But honestly, take the time. Find you. Start with a minute. Do that for a week. It's not that hard. Then graduate it up. If you're worried about falling asleep, do it another way. It's not that hard. It can be done. It truly can be done. Believe me, when I was on active duty, and the military schedule was pretty fucking chaotic, I still found time. So, if that's possible, I'm most certainly sure that if I personally looked at any one of you guys' schedules, I could probably find a minute somewhere. Seriously, take that time. It'll be good for you. That's what this realm is for. It's for you to build your kingdom. Now you get in the picture? It's not about riches and big houses and luxury. It's about establishing your kingdom within you. Become free. It's perception. Quit being distracted. Quit being easily divided. And that's not about watching news. It's about your path. I give a crap about everything else outside our path. It's nothing but a distraction. Learn you. How can you build upon anything when you're not developed? You have no root. You have no foundation at all. I ask you, how? How? You have to look within yourself. Free yourself. Know yourself. Establish your root deep while you can. That is the absolute truth. need to take your path quite seriously. Quit giving your power away to everyone else. You do it. You. You could be so much more. So much more. Quit being a billboard for the freaking world. And be you. I don't know why, but it's obviously for somebody. I know this is totally different from all my other videos. Whew. Anyways, it's a really hot day here where I'm at. I don't like the hot. I really don't. I like it nice and cool and chill. I like to chill, relax. But I hope this brings some clarity, understanding, deepens your horizons and perceptions. But take the time, find you, establish your root. Know you. Our time here is so short. It really is. It's not worth debating and all the arguing and all the senseless, meaningless conversations we have with some of the people we spend so much time trying to prove who we're right with. Honestly, it just becomes dead weight. Let it go. Let it go. Honestly, if you've been following me for a long time, it's pretty much, and it's not an occult philosophy. This is just Uriel Zahriel's philosophy to just how I kind of live my life to others. So don't blur the lines and construe that, because I really try to live separately, but it does apply to a spiritual life. Number one, always love yourself. Always. Always. Number two is very important. You love your partner, regardless. Now that partner, it could be your wife, it could be your girlfriend, boyfriend, it could be anything. It could be even Lucifer. That's honestly the best way to look at this. It could be, even if you're a Christian watching this, there's actually people that honestly engage and watch our stuff that are honestly in church. So honestly, this would work even that. You can love God regardless. Number two, you always love the other. Number three, you love regardless. Absolutely is more important than the other two, regardless. No matter fucking what. No matter what. No matter what. Regardless what happens. I'm not saying it means be abused. I'm not also saying take people's shit. I'll be honest with you, real quick, time out on that. Being that we're talking about love. So many people get so caught up in love and like, oh, well, you gotta love everybody. But if you love everybody, then you open yourself up for abuse and all this other stuff. I can tell you firsthand from being an NCO in the Army, an occultist, a PTSD life coach, and a person that helps others recover with therapy at a clinic. You can separate yourself. You can compartmentalize yourself. You can still love somebody and still absolutely not put up with 1, bullshit, 2, being abused, and 3, obviously physical and verbal abuse. Proven fact. But you can ultimately still love that person. Fact. Okay, moving on. But ultimately, you can still love them regardless. Has to be regardless. Because if everyone else in that paradigm would just do that, this world would be so much different, even for us as occultists. Why I say that? Why is love the law? Do thou wilt. Why? Why? It's not so you can just run amok and go fucking crazy people and do what you want and slam drugs in your veins and go kill fucking everybody. I promise you that's not what is meant or needed. So why? Love, regardless. It's not that fucking hard. What has he done for all of us fucking long before all of us ever were a fucking speck on the fucking earth? Regardless of what deific masked paradigm shift perception you like to fucking look at and accept. Following Lucifer all the way fucking back. All the way back. Past Hinduism, all the way into Sumerian beliefs, even before that, all the way up into the UFOs. Like, seriously. Where? Where? Quit twisting shit. Seriously. I just don't understand why so many are so caught up in not finding actual truth. They just want to sit there and continuously be sheep and follow the other sheep. Granted, they're black sheep, but they're not goats. Let's be honest, they're not. I've covered enough. I've made articles within Dark Sorcery on Facebook as to what the true symbolism of the sheep and the goat. And that goes even all the way back into actual Hebrew and the Bible. I've covered that. So if you're looking for that, go check it out. It's well documented, even biblically. I've left tons of footnotes for you. I'm not going into that here. So many people bag on sheep, but quite honestly, in LHP, we have tons of sheep. Fucking ton of them. Yet they bag on sheep, but they're just sheep themselves. I refuse to be a fucking sheep. Not even a black sheep. Fuck that. Fuck that. I refuse. But I think this is a wrap. But I hope you guys have an awesome, blessed day. And it certainly gives you guys something to think about. Stirs your thinking, especially about perceptions. And I appreciate you spending your time here. And I know this video's a little bit different, way different than my other videos. And I honestly think it needs to be said. There's really no easy way of really talking about this stuff. So that's kind of why it's kind of like, it really is the truth. There is no way, really subtle way of discussing this. And I don't operate off of a script. I just pretty much just come and I get the A-OK from Lucifer and says, you're going to do this. This is what you're going to talk about. Because honestly, right before this, I was taking a shower and not from mowing the lawn. And he's like, hey, you're going to do a video today. I'm like, I am? Well, I guess I'm going to do a video today. So, here we are. So, sorry if I kind of space sometimes. But anyways, I really appreciate you guys. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate you guys' concerns and you spending time in your day. It's such a very much a special time in our busy days in these times that we live. And I thank you and your dedication to yourselves and your families and your paths and to your commitment here to Dark Sorcery. And thank you. Please stay plugged in and driving on. And may these perceptions help you change your reality into a better life and finding you. May you have a blessed day and be blessed, beasties. I'm out.